Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about buffering. If you own a Fire TV device and you're using third-party apps, then you have and you will continue to be involved with buffering. It can become annoying and frustrating until you decide to do something about it like I did. How did I go from this to this? Where, as you can see, it loads almost instantaneously, and I guarantee I would not be getting any buffering while watching that video. Now, what I've found over time is that I've needed to do two primary things: increase my signal strength and improve the reliability of the links that I use. In this video, I'm going to show you how I managed to attain those two goals. It's going to be a little bit lengthy. As a matter of fact, there's a section at the end that goes over the normal maintenance items. You may or may not want to see that, but hopefully you'll enjoy the information provided. We'll get to that right after I set up the camera. We'll be right back. All right, like the intro says, please like and subscribe down below if you find any value to the information that I'm providing. First part of this video will discuss the two major actions that I personally took to minimize buffering. Second portion will just discuss normal maintenance actions that you can take to free up storage space, increase privacy, and free up bandwidth. Those actions are all free, so stick around till the end if that interests you. So let's get right into it. After you wade through the morass of information out there, I find that reducing buffering is dependent on two major things that I have some ability to control. The first is signal strength of the internet connection that your Firestick's receiving. Secondly is the quality and reliability of the links that you're using to view your videos. I'm going to start by discussing the signal strength and then show you what I did and did not do. Starting with signal strength, this chart shows required speeds for streaming content in various quality. From it you can see that anything over about 25 megabytes is pretty much overkill, as that's sufficient for streaming 4K Ultra HD. If you don't have 25, then most likely you're going to need to choose a lower quality link, which that really doesn't bother most of us cord cutters because we're just fine with 1080 or 720p. But I actually enjoy the fact that I have the ability to watch everything. Obviously, since I'm doing this video, the internet speed to my network should be great. So let's check what my current speed is, and you can do the same. In order to do that, I'm going to be using an app known as Analyti. If you want to download and install that app for yourself, follow these directions and go to Downloader and use my bit.ly link. I'm not going to delve into how to do that right now, but you can pretty much follow the directions there. So once you find your Analyti, just go ahead and open it up, and we'll see what the download speeds are. As you can see, my download strength is great. It's 161 there. I'm going to quickly connect my VPN. And we'll go back and check it out again. What this demonstrates real quickly is how much a VPN will cut into your internet speed. So sometimes you may have to find a different method than having a VPN. If you have a 100 megabyte coming into your house, you might not be able to achieve the signal strength that you need. You might need to disconnect your VPN at times. And we can touch upon that later. Now that we know I have a good signal, let's verify by checking the quality on Firestick. Hit your home button and go over to settings. We'll go over to network. What you want to ensure is that signal strength on the right is one of the top three: good, very good, or excellent. As you can see, mine is very good right now, so I should have very little problems with this. So now that we see that I have very good signal, what did I do to get that? Because believe me, I wasn't getting it on all my TVs originally. There were several options to consider when I was searching for a better signal. Of course, I tried all the basic maintenance issues like checking connections, rebooting my router, increasing storage, etc. Frankly, they helped some, but not enough. The big obvious one to consider was checking with my internet service for a faster package. I did that, and they were going to jack me up around $100 a month more. So I kept searching. Finally, I went to Best Buy and asked the expert. All right, don't laugh. I was shown the promised land. He said what you need is a Google Wi-Fi mesh system. I looked at the price for the 3-pack. It's around $175. Then I looked at the single pod for $99. I quickly went for the better value of the 3-pack. The one that I got is currently $199.98 on Amazon, and I'll leave a link to it below. However, I recently found one on an online discount site for $70, which I got for a friend. That was a 3-pack for $70. I think the site was offer up, but I could be wrong. Why was this manna from heaven? What's it do? Why is it worth it to a cord cutter? Basically, it gives you full coverage in every corner of the house. Here are the words from the Google site. As you can see, a mesh network is a group of devices that act as a single Wi-Fi network. So there are multiple sources of Wi-Fi around your house instead of just a single router. The additional Wi-Fi sources are called points. Without getting too technical, here's an illustration of what's happening. For myself, I combined my 3-pack with my original router to provide a system. In the example you're looking at, you can see how the 5 points are spread around the house, with each Wi-Fi point putting out the same signal as the router. That's basically all I did for signal strength. It was an easy fix. It just took me a long time to find it, and it is rather expensive. But like I say, you can get these for as low as $70, and it's well worth it. Especially if you only have some like 100 megabytes coming in. So now I had great signal strength, and you'd think that would have eliminated all my buffering. Wrong. I was getting the strength, but I was ignoring the quality and reliability of the free links that I was receiving on the third-party apps. So let's look at the second solution by discussing the links that we receive. Your big boys, such as Netflix and Amazon, for example, have great signals. That's because they basically place servers on virtually every corner in the world. I know I exaggerate a little, but they have a whole boatload of them. There are a limited number of people sharing each server, so their streams are generally great. Then you have the third-party app providers that we use. These guys are working with limited funds, relying on ad revenue and donations. During COVID, there's millions more of us at home. Oftentimes we clog up some of these servers. For me, lately, I've had even more trouble finding free links that load properly. But then again, they are free. They're hodgepodge. They have different file sizes, quality, and reliability. So I finally bit the bullet and signed up for a premium service called Debrid. I pay for it semi-annually, and it runs me about $20 for the 6 months. I'll leave a link to my video on Debrid in the description below. Here's a brief description of it. Debrid's an unrestricted multi-hosting service that allows you to stream and download videos instantly at the best speeds. This multi-hoster compiles these links from 56 supported hosts. In other words, that means that we are able to get higher quality, faster loading links from verified hosts. In addition, these links are only shared with the premium members, so you don't have as many people sharing each link that's there. If you're interested, I urge you to go to their site and check out the benefits. So now that we know that, let's go just demonstrate this. I'm going to go down to Cinema HD, which is a common app that many of us have. We'll just come over and we'll check out Rogue. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to see different colors of links. The white ones are the free links. The ones that are colored would be considered the real Debrid links. So let's try one of the free links first. I will tell you that in my real Debrid video, I tried 7 different free links on one of the shows I was trying to watch without getting one to open. And that was strictly random. Okay, we're not getting anything on this one, so let's go down and try to find one smaller size. We'll just try basically HD with 1.45 gig file size. Okay, that loaded fairly quickly. Well, let's see what happens if I just come up here and try a 1080 with real Debrid. See how quickly that loaded? That was almost immediate. Let's just run by and try 4K once. All right, here's a 4K. Let's try that. As you can see with real Debrid, that comes up very quickly. All right, so that's it. I increased the signal strength of the Wi-Fi mesh system. There's cheaper systems that come highly recommended, and there are discount sites to get them. I also pay a few dollars a month for real Debrid, roughly $4 to $5 a month. So I have no gripes. Now, some additional maintenance items I do on a regular basis. And if you want to stay around for that, I'll get into that in a second. We'll just go over some of the things that you can choose to do. If not, please like and subscribe to the video below if you found any of the information of use to you. If you have some of those technologically challenged friends like me, please share with them. For those of you that are sticking, let's go over this. Now, first thing we want to do is we're going to go to Home and slide over to Settings, go down, and we'll go to Applications. Now, like I've told you, the big things are you can just go and reset your router once a week or so. You need to power it off completely for about 30 seconds, repower it. You also have the ability to run an Ethernet cord to your Firestick device through a converter. I think both of those are basically impractical, but they're available, and if you have free access, it's pretty good. Under Applications, we're going to get rid of some of the stuff. I'm not a gamer, so I go and turn Whisper Sync off. Now, it's just a minor item, and if you're a gamer, there's no sense in doing it. Under Photos, I turn them off and disable the photos, the access to the Amazon Photos. If I'm going to show photos, I usually don't do it on my Fire Stick. I'll use a streaming device of some sort, or my iPad, or my Note, or whatever. Then I go to App Store, and the only thing in here that I do is I make sure the in-app purchases are off. And that's just in case, I don't know, some kid comes over and decides they're going to make purchases. Now, as far as manage installed applications is concerned, as you can see, I've got about 1.34 gig out of 5 available. Earlier today, when I first started doing this video, I had about 700. You should keep it above a gig. That should be a goal. And how do you change that? What you can do
is you click on Manage Installed Applications, and then you start going down here, and see on the right, you got some sizes and cache. Now, most of these first ones you can't do anything with as far as like deleting them or anything. But you can go in and force stop them and clear your cache. If they're running in the background, that just uses bandwidth. What you want to do is you want to go down and you want to see if there's any apps that you don't want anymore, don't need to use. You know, let's say I want to do BTV. As you can see, it's got about 45 megabytes in its own. So if I'm going to uninstall it, I'm going to go clear cache, clear data, verify that I'm going to clear data, uninstall, and verify that I'm uninstalling it. If I go back, you see that I've got a little bit more storage on it. And I can reinstall BTV at any time quickly. And what I would do then is I would just go down and do that with all these. Now there's a few different apps to help you with killing the background apps are running. I have Fast Task Killer, which is one. And it's closed all these. You might want to consider downloading. Otherwise, you just come in here and do this every day and do it with all of them. So once you've done that, you're on Manage to Install Application. Let's go back. We'll go over to Preferences. And again, this is pretty much for privacy. You can change your parental controls if you need be, privacy settings. I make sure that the device usage data, collect app usage data are both turned off. As you can see, it's personal data collected by the operating system's device for marketing and product improvement purposes. That doesn't help you really. They're just collecting information on you. Use a little bandwidth, intrudes into your privacy. Data monitoring, similar thing. They're monitoring consumption of Fire TV. We don't need it. Then I go down to featured content. I make sure both these are off. All these are, when you have your home screen, you've got that little screen between the home and your apps that starts playing videos as you click on and gives ideas. I just turn them off, and then they just become a poster and they don't take up any space for you. So we'll go back again, go to My Fire TV. One of the things you want to do regularly is go to About, go down and check for updates. I just did this 5 minutes ago. Mine is updated. You would want to do that regularly. So we'll go back again. And the last thing we discuss is reset to factory defaults. If you just can't get enough space and it's really degraded, you know, you might have a Generation 1 Firestick or something of that nature that you need to really clean up. Just reset it to factory default, see how that works. I've done this. And as a matter of fact, sometimes if you're going to give a new Fire Stick to somebody else, pass down one of your old ones, you might want to reset it to factory defaults. The only problem with this, it's not reversible. Once you've done that, you're going to have to load all your apps again. All right, folks, thank you for stopping by. Again, please like and subscribe. If you've got any technologically challenged friends that need some help on this, please share it with them. We'll see you on the next video.